Realtor.com isn't just for finding homes. There's a simple way to use this free website along with one AI tool to turn it into consistent monthly income working from home. No real estate license, no tech skills, no cold calling, and no, you're not flipping houses or selling leads. This is the exact strategy I personally use to profit daily online. And it's the same business model that hundreds of others have followed to see real results, even as complete beginners. If you've been overwhelmed jumping from one online hustle to the next without getting anywhere, this could finally be your breakthrough. It's 100% beginner friendly. You don't need to spend money on ads or learn anything complicated. And just to be clear, I have no course or high-ticket coaching program to sell you. If you like the video, share it with a friend and comment down below once you've done that. Then I'll send you a private link to unlock my free step-by-step course. All of my templates, scripts, and even live bootcamp access, 100% for free. So now that you can feel at ease knowing that I'm not trying to just sell you something, let's dive into things. So what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to be helping real estate agents generate more leads for their business. And no, we are not just running Facebook ads for real estate clients, charging them $1,500 to $2,000 per month. We are doing none of that. This is a one-time, simple 5-minute setup that I'll show you guys here in just a minute. And then they're going to pay us a monthly retainer service fee that they can actually afford, so they're not just going to cancel after 2 or 3 months. So let's first show you exactly how to go through and find the best real estate clients. And the reason why I like real estate is because most people just getting started, you know a real estate agent. You're probably even related to a real estate agent. And if you're not related or you don't know one, just ask a friend or a family member, and more than likely they know at least one real estate agent. But even if you don't know any real estate agents, here's what I would do to go find a high-performing real estate agent that you can go through and help out with this business model. So what I would do is go to Realtor.com. This is obviously a very popular site. You could probably do the same thing on Zillow or Trulia or any of these different websites. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see this a little bit better. And then I'm going to come over here to find realtors. So I'm going to click on this. And then from here, you're saying I'm going to look for an agent and put in your zip code, your city. And after working with over 15,000 real estate agents, I know there are a lot of agents in Texas, Florida, and Southern California. So for this example, I'm just going to put in Dallas, Texas right here. So we're going to pop that in, and you don't even have to put an agent's name. We're just going to click search, and you could literally do this for any city across the United States. And then the cool thing about Realtor.com is it gives you data on each one of these realtors. So if you look right here, it has Marsha Ashlock. It has how many years she's been doing this. It has her phone number, has the email they can go through and send an email. But what I like to look here is not just going through and finding all the different real estate agents we can go through and spam or anything like that. But the cool thing that it shows how many homes they currently have for sale and how many total homes they have sold in the past. Because in my experience, I'd say 80+% of real estate agents, they're newbies. They just got in the business. They kind of do it part-time on the side. So if you're going to go through and sell marketing services to them to help them generate more leads, they're not all taking it as serious as the next agent. So we want to find someone who actually takes their business seriously. They're doing it full time and can afford your services. So they're not just going to start up with you and then cancel after 2 or 3 months. Okay, so for example, like Dat right here, no problem with this, but he only has 1 home for sale and he's only sold 3, which means he's probably a brand new agent. So we probably don't want to start there because he's going to be way more skeptical than someone that's a lot more experienced, and he might not have the budget to go through and get started. So the cool thing is we can literally scroll through and see all these different potential clients that we can contact. It literally has their phone number right here. And then if we come back up here to the top, we can actually sort by, it says most recent activity, or you can say the highest ratings, most recommendations, most for sale listings, or most sold listings. So obviously most for sale listings or most sold listings, that's going to probably put the top agents at the very top when it's sorting through all these different agents right here. So you can see Marsha is still the very top. Then we've got Brian we can connect with. We got Christopher. We have all these different agents that are low-hanging fruit that we know they make money. They're high performers. They know what they're doing. And more than likely, they can afford a simple $300 to $500 per month marketing service to help them get more leads for their business. Okay, so now we have a blueprint to find the most ideal clients, the ones that can actually afford our services in any market. Because now we can do this in Dallas, Texas. We can do this in Denver, Colorado. We can do this in Tampa, Florida, any city across the country, right? And so now what we're going to do is we are going to help them out with a little simple service called auto missed call text back. And this is something I haven't seen anybody talking about in the real estate industry. I've seen a lot of Facebook ads. I've seen SEO in the past, building website for real estate agents. And so this is going to be a total game changer, something brand new to these real estate agents, where when you offer it to them, they're not going to be like, okay, well, what makes you better than the next person? They're going to be like, wow, this is really cool. I've actually never heard of this. So what auto missed call text back is you have all these people with their phone numbers. And statistics show that 62% of calls incoming to small business owners, like a real estate agent, go unanswered. And so if they're missing 62% of their calls because they're busy, they're with the client, they're with their family, whatever it might be, because they're kind of solo independent business owners, then they're missing out on a lot of potential deals. So if I go in and I call Brian and he doesn't pick up the phone, well, I don't want to just go and call the next realtor if I'm trying to go through and find a house in Dallas, Texas, right? Brian wants to save the deal. And so if I call him, I want to set up a simple service for him called auto missed call text back, where we'll have software, which I'll show you here in just a second, automatically text that potential client back and say, hey, sorry, I missed your call. How can I help you? And then they're going to be able to start a text conversation back and forth instead of the client going and calling Christopher or Jimmy or William or whoever the next agent is. And as we're sitting down and selling this to a Brian or Christopher or any of these agents, what we have is a cool auto missed call text back calculator. So this is called the ROI calculator. Let me just zoom in on this. So what we can say is okay, Brian, what's your average client value? Well, typically, real estate agents make 3% commission on the home sale price. Now, obviously, there were some laws that recently passed, so that's not always 100% accurate. But let's just say 3% on a $300,000 home, that's $9,000, right? Which $300,000 homes, at least in my area, they're very hard to come by nowadays. So we'll just say 9,000, and it says missed calls per week. How many missed calls do you have per week? And let's just say he misses 20 calls per week. And then what's your average close rate, right? We're like, I close maybe 20%. Typically, when I talk to real estate agents, they're like, I close 100% of all my deals. Well, that's because they're mostly referrals, but we'll get in that in another video. And so we'll just say 20 missed calls, and you're going to get all this information from Brian. You're not going to have to know this information. You're just like, hey, what's the average client value? How much do you typically make? How many calls do you usually miss? What's your average close rate? So they're giving you this actual information, and then we're just going to say, calculate the ROI. And so right here, monthly money left on the table from 20 missed calls per week, $35,000, almost $36,000. And we're just going to be charging them $297 per month for this service. So they're looking at this. This is like a very logical sale. It makes sense that they're missing calls and they might be missing out on prospects for only $300 per month to be able to go through and connect with these potential missed deals and have the potential of making $35,000. Let's say they're even going to make 10% of that number. That'd still be $3,500, which would still be a 10x ROI on their $300 per month investment. So the cool thing about this calculator is it makes the sales so easy because they are giving you these numbers. They're giving you the average client value. They're telling you how many calls they miss per week. They're telling you the close rate. So it's not like you're making anything up. You're just going through and plugging the numbers in, hit calculate, and it spits it all out for you, right? So now what we do is we come over here to this simple software, and no, if you're wondering, I do not own this software. However, if you guys go through and sign up with this software, I get what is called an affiliate commission. So it's going to cost you nothing more to sign up for the software, but I'll get a little bit of a kickback for showing you how to go through and use it, giving you the course templates, and that's why I can give you everything for free. If, like I said, you smash the like button, drop a comment down below, I'll send you the private link, and on top of that, there's normally a 14-day free trial for the software, but I'll hook you up with a 30-day extended free trial so you can have a longer runway to getting this business launched for yourself. Okay, so we're going to come into this software right here. And the cool thing about this software is you can put your own logo on it. You can put your own domain and connect your own payment processor. So it's like you have your own software company. And then when you make a sale for $297 per month, you keep all $297 per month. You're not doing any splits or anything like that. That is all your money. So if you sell 10 real estate agents on this at $297 per month, that's almost $3,000 per month, right? And you could just do the math of how you scale up to $5,000 per month, then $10,000 per month, and so on. So what we're going to do is we're going to set them up with their own profile right here. And once we have their profile set up, all we're going to do is come over here to settings. and just turn on what is called auto missed call text back. So we go to business profile settings. We're going to scroll all the way down. And obviously this is just a test business, as you can see over here. Scroll all the way down. And you can see it's already checked. I'm just going to move my head here, but enable missed call text back. So we just toggle that on, and it says, hi, this is location name, or you can put in like Brian or William or whatever the names were that we were talking about. I saw that I just missed your call. How can I help you? And you can see right here, you can text, customize the text. You can say whatever you want in the text. And then we just do saved missed call text settings. So by simply toggling on this enable missed call text back, once we get their profile set up, we can come back over here to, let's say, Brian, and his auto missed call text back can be set up and working. And now we are providing an amazing value to this real estate agent for a small monthly service fee of $297 per month, which, like I showed you over here, if Brian has sold over 1,000 homes and currently has 275 homes for sale, $297 per month is a no-brainer. He's not even going to sweat or think about paying that every single month, because it is saving deals and it's having the text conversations go back and forth. That then this software also has a mobile app. If we go back over here to this Launchpad, you can have them download the mobile app right here, send link to their phone. So when that potential client responds to that auto missed call text back, Brian is going to be able to have the mobile app on his phone, and he's going to be able to text back and forth with this client, and it's going to be an amazing service that he can go through and grow his business. So anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful as far as going through and starting this new side hustle, working from the comfort of your home. Takes like 5 minutes to go through and set this up. You don't need any marketing experience or crazy tech skills to go through and make this happen. I showed you how simple it is to set all this up. And so if you guys want my free course, show you how to set the software up step by step. It shows you more free ways of how to get clients, how to fulfill for clients, and how to go through and set up all the payment processors and everything from A to Z. Just smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and I'll send you the private link to unlock everything 100% for free. So with that said, if you're new here, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, real quick, if you want my 100% free course on how to go through and start your own digital marketing agency, how to get clients, how to fulfill for clients, all of my website templates, my proven sales funnel templates, all my scripts, then there is a link down below in the description as well as in the top comment. It's going to allow you to get an extended 30-day free trial to the HighLevel software, plus unlock all of my courses and bonuses, everything for free, plus weekly live coaching with myself. You can jump on Zoom, ask me any question that you want. All right, so just click down on the link in the description in the top comment, or go to launchmysoftware.com. It's going to take you into the same place. Now, with that said, back to the video. A quick shout out to our sponsor, AIMessageBots.com. You can now use AI bot automation to automatically book more appointments for your business. So go to AIMessageBots.com right now to learn more and start your free trial.